Ready, go. Okay, ready, go. All right. So let's take a look at what you're doing here. So this is the frontal view. So what I see is that during the backswing, you're leaning this way quite a bit.
Got it.
So this will give you quite inward motion of the arms and club. So as we can see in this view. Yeah, so you're going in this way. And then from here, just try to hit the ball just with the upper body. And then you tend to stand up like this. Yeah, so again, in the frontal view, during the downswing, you have this motion here. Mm-hmm. Instead of letting the arms and club go, you try to push everything. Because of that, the body is standing up quite a bit.
Is that because I'm actually staying too much forward tilt on the takeaway?
You are leaning this way too much.
Yeah.
And then, so essentially, when you try to swing, you have this motion here. This motion here. Mm-hmm. So the whole axis is moving like this. Yeah. Instead of maintaining the axis and then try to promote the rotational motion, your whole axis is sort of weaving.
Got it.
Okay, so that's the issue. So that means we have a number of things to address. First, during the backswing, you have to use your body more. Mm-hmm. And also, currently your backswing is too flat and backward. Okay. So that's why you always have hit the ball goes right and then bounces back that way. Okay. And sometimes when it's too much, then you lose the clean impact. So you know the impact becomes inconsistent as well. So because you have too much into-out alignment. Right. And you said earlier you originally had more lateral motion of the arms.
Well, I thought I was really trying to. When I do it right, using your drills, I like to push off with this, so I really feel like I get to here, and my body feels more like it's leaning this way. And then it helps me feel like my back's here, and then I can.
Yeah. So
I pull that off.
Yeah, but currently your actual swing is during the backswing you're leaning this way,
right? And
then the backswing goes really flat, and with that you try to hit the ball with the body, and then basically standing up like this. Right. So these are all connected. Yeah. And so more than anything, what you will have to sort of practice is. Big swing without stopping, repeat the swing back and forth, and see how much motion you can generate with that. Okay. So let's do this. So relax your wrists and arms. Just try to swing back and forth continuously, and then just touch the grass a little bit. Yeah, you have to pay attention to the motion of the club head, because that's ultimately what you want to control, right? Relax your arms and the wrist. You don't have to swing hard, but just try to feel the motion of the club head. Really relax your wrist and arms, yeah. Mm-hmm. Swing. Swing. Yeah, currently the swing plane is more to the right, so we need to address that. Okay. But more importantly, as you swing back and forth, you're not moving your lower body.
I am not.
No. Okay. So relax your wrist and arms completely, and then use this motion and this motion combined. So go here. Instead of going low here, try to go slightly higher up here so that you can use the wrist as well. Got it. Okay? And then here the same thing. So combine this motion, it's called the pronation, supination,
Right.
and then add this deviation. So what I don't want to see is this dorsiflexion here, plantar flexion here, this motion here. Instead, use the pronation, supination, and the deviation, and then generate this nice motion of the club head. And then you can even release the pinky here, so that you don't really force the motion of the club, but rather let it go smoothly. Ease motion here, and try to feel the motion of the club head.
So we want some of this, some of this.
So it should be more this motion plus this motion here. So you'll have to go this here, and then come down, and then you will have this motion here.
Got it.
Okay? So easy wrist and arms. So just try to swing smoothly. Yeah. Yes. No reason to limit it like this. Let it go all the way.
Okay.
More wrist motion.
Both ways?
Yeah. Still, you're trying to swing it with your arms. Again, let the wrist go more. So give more wrist motion, easy wrist motion. Do not limit the wrist motion. So backswing, go all the way up here. Bring it back and all the way here. Swing. Start engaging your wrist more.
Okay.
Go easy and swing back and forth. Yeah, relax, swing back and forth. And then try to swing more this way, where I am. Also, at the end of the swing motion here, don't try to bring it too quickly. Just wait until this is finished, and then bring it back. The same thing here. So instead of just try to bring it down, let it go. Okay, enough, and then start to bring it down. And then try to swing the club toward me. It's a fairly outward right now. Are you really throwing the club head toward me? This is something you have to control, because I'm only giving you, sort of a series of stimuli here, and then you have to respond.
Right.
I said throw the club head toward me. That means you have to adjust the direction.
Got it.
Intentionally.
Should I be doing that with my body or my head?
Anything you can do. Yeah. But obviously, for this, you have to also change the direction of your body motion. And also, that does not mean you only just try to bring the club this way, but rather this motion here should be more directed this way. It's not about what you do here. You're currently swinging outward, but at the end you try to bring this in. But rather, you have to change the entire direction this way.
It would be like this.
Yes. Yeah. So in order to do that, obviously, you have to keep your hands close to your body and then turn around this way.
We're supposed to be about here. So
Yes. So swing back and forth again. Go easy. Relax your arms and wrist. Swing back and forth. Go enough. Use a large enough swing motion. Do not stop, but let it go. Okay. So still the swing plane is outward. You have to adjust it this way.
is that because I'm dropping it back here?
No, it's because you're leaning away.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So in order to change the direction of the swing this way, that you have to adjust your body motion. Keep the hands all the way down. Keep the hands close to your body and then turn around. So then ultimately, in order to change the direction of your swing, you have to change the direction your hands are moving. But if you keep moving your hands backward like this, it's hard to go this way. You have to move your hands a bit higher here instead of going that way.
Got it.
So bring the hands a bit higher and then turn this way. Again. The still is going this way. That's better. Now, at the end of the backswing, let's change the way you move your body. So assume the setup position, and then go to the top of backswing. Here, try to go more this way here. So shift your pelvis right to more, and then try to maintain a little bit of reverse pivot posture here. Okay, then it'll be easier to bring the club this way. Because if your upper body is leaning this way, then all you can do is this motion here. But if you go slightly more reverse the pivot posture here, you'll be able to bring this in. Yeah, and then swing down. Yeah. Yeah. Keep swinging. Yeah. And then in the downswing, try to turn your body more this way.
My upper body or low body?
The whole thing. Yeah, you have to reprogram the way your body moves. Again. Yeah, so this is the thing. When you try to make some global adjustments, particularly the direction of the swing, then you have to readdress the whole motion. Right. So that you can bring the club more toward the target. Currently, your swing is more outward. So if you have a square impact, then the ball will go to right, straight. Now, let's go to the step drills. So I think this way, we highlighted the key issue, which is the direction of the swing plane. But now, let's use the step drills. So stage one, keep the feet together. Keep the feet together, and then throw, and then step back, and then step forward, and swing. So in this, the club head motion should be continuous. Use a step both ways. So initially throw the club to this way. This is the trigger motion. At the end of trigger motion, introduce this away step. And then during the backswing, introduce the forward step, and then swing. So in doing that, instead of using the arms, you have to use the shoulder turns. So, wait. So for the trigger motion, again, go to the trigger motion. You have to turn your shoulders enough. Okay. No. So you can have this posture here, but then leaning slightly backward here, but turn the body enough. Okay, so with that, from this position, you will have to bring this back by turning your body. So it is important to start the trigger motion correctly. Yes. So the bottom line is after the trigger motion, from here, using the body turn, you should be able to bring this back instead of using the arms to bring this back. And then using the body motion, let the club go and see where the club goes instead of trying to force the motion of the club using your arms. So the trigger motion is really important. Stage one.
Still felt like I was.
Yeah. Turn your shoulders more, instead of using your arms. Currently, it's fairly arm-driven. You're trying to do everything with the arms. Yes, yes. That's it. So from the beginning, from the trigger motion, use the shoulder turn, throw, shoulder turn, bring it back, and then let it go with the shoulder turn. So if you are going to use the shoulder turn, there's no reason to bring the arms too far out here. If you turn the shoulder enough, then your hands are already here. Okay. So no need to do this. When you do this, then that means you are not turning the shoulder that much and only bringing the arms up here. But if you have enough shoulder turn here, you are here. So even if you keep your hands in front of your chest, but still the hands are already here. So use the shoulder turn more. Yeah. Let me take a look at your grip. So try to have the setup position. Lean forward a bit more, and then drop your arms here, and then give more angle here. Okay. Okay. Currently, you're almost holding it like this, but try to hold it here. Okay. So that you can use this motion to control the club motion here. Yeah. And also, let me see this. So you're currently holding it like this, but try to use the index finger a bit longer here. Make it a bit longer, so that you can easily control this. Got it. You're currently holding like this. That's why you're losing the control. But if you keep the index finger a bit longer and hold it, then you have a longer leverage here. So with that, you will be able to better control the motion of the club.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, and then give more angle. Yep. Use your shoulder turn. Your shoulder turn. That's better. Now let's do the steps and see how it goes. The 2 steps. If you are having trouble in the steps, then we can just directly go to stage 3, so it's not a problem. Just try to feel the flow. Again. Again. All right. So a stage fit together, and then stay right in the middle between the 2 plates. So go more this way. Yeah. And then, so give the away step and then toward the step. Give the stage 1. Yeah. So you don't really have good weight shift. You're just standing there. So throw this way, and then put more load on the left side, and then with that you will be able to push the ground. With that you can bring this back. From here, and then take the step away, and then bring it back. But your arms and the lower body are all moving separately. They are not working together, because you step here and then try to do this. By using the step, keep the hands lower, close to your body. And that way you'll be able to turn, using the shoulder turn, you will be able to bring it. Keep the hands relatively close to your body. That's very good. Yes, that's very good. Yeah. Now let's add the step, see if we can add the step. Now the timing is a lot better. This time on the way down you were rushed. You tried to use your arms, right? Yes. By keeping the hands lower and close to your body, now your pattern has improved quite a bit. So this is a good sign. Okay, let's skip stage 1 and 2. Let's go to stage 3, because you have to make a number of swings, and then I don't want to tire you quickly. So let's go to stage 3. Assume your regular stance, and then no step. Simply throw the club this way, bring it back, and then downswing. Swing.
When I come this way, I really have to be pushing this way.
If you keep your hands close to your body, then automatically you have to turn. Yeah, you see, that's really good. And then instead of try to swing hard in the downswing, try to make the backswing fast. If you have a faster backswing, automatically you will have a good downswing. So your focus should be the backswing, not the downswing. And in order to have a good backswing, then you have to have a good trigger motion. So active trigger, bring it back, and then let it go. Again, you intentionally try to swing hard. No need to do that. Just rather have a good wind during the backswing. Yes. So in the downswing, just use about 80% of your effort in the downswing. Put more effort in the backswing. So in order to have good backswing, you have to have a good trigger motion here, and then bring it back.
So on that, going back, should I feel like I'm really pushing off this left foot here, and then rotating on that hip?
Yeah, so at the beginning of the backswing, you will use the left leg. They will give you this shift, right? And then now you can use the right foot, push the ground with the right foot, and then turn here. And then with this turn, and you will also be able to move this way. But currently, just maintain the stage 3. As long as you keep your hands relatively close to your body, then you can use the shoulders. And all we need is to make this motion continuous. But now.
Sitting pad a little bit behind.
Now, let's do this. Again, the focus should be the backswing.
Right.
So make the backswing bigger. You are limiting it, so that's why you have to use your arms.
No, bigger, you mean with my...
The shoulder, let the shoulder turn enough, and then also the hand motion, it has to go high enough.
Okay.
What happens is as we get old, now I'm getting also into 60s, but as you get old, we have to use all the mobility available in the body. Right. So when we're young and stronger, we can use the muscles to hit the ball faster. But as we lose the strength and everything, then we have to use every inch of range of motion that we can find. And you can have additional range of motion using the shoulders and the arm motion. There's no reason to limit it here. So during the backswing, let it go a bit higher.
Okay. I guess I'm here.
Higher up, yeah.
That's where I currently am.
Yeah. And then do not limit the backswing intentionally. Just using the momentum in the backswing, try to bring the club up. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks really good. Yep.
That feels a little different.
Oh yeah, I can see that the motion pattern is a lot better. So now I will record it from here. Okay. So just to do what you just did. Okay. So ready, go. Again, one more. Ready, go. Look at this. How smooth the motion is. How well it is moving.
That's ugly.
You had this motion here. Yeah. Now with the stage 3 here, I don't see that.
No.
So you are well maintaining the axis now. And particularly because you are keeping the hands a bit close to your body, so this trigger motion is really good. With this turn here, you're keeping the body a bit backwards here. With that, going to backswing. So all you need to pay attention to here is just give a bit bigger backswing. So let the club head go below the horizontal. Okay, so let it pass the horizontal alignment. It's just slightly less than horizontal right now, but let it go a bit more.
And when I do that by more shoulder turn or by more?
No, you just relax your wrist a bit more. Yeah, no need to move the body more. I think you have enough turn. So all matters is just relaxing your wrist a bit more.
Yeah, I think before I was like this, and I kind of locked everything up. This feels.
Yeah. Now with that, keeping the hands close to your body, even during the trigger motion, yes, you have that posture, right?
Yeah.
Then naturally you have a slightly reverse pivot posture. Okay. When you turn with the shoulder, again you are in that posture. Yeah. So the only thing is that just to let the club head go a bit more to this level here. Okay. Then you have additional range of motion of the club, so it's easier to generate the more speed.
Really.
To me, it's like a lot, right?
It really feels loose.
Yeah. So yeah, let it go a bit more. Yep, that's good. So again, stage 3. This time, when you start the backswing, you hurried, rushed. So what?
I rushed the downswing or the backswing.
Backswing. Yeah. Okay. So what should happen is both ways, do not rush and then change the direction, but rather wait until this turn is matured and then start the turn. The same thing happens here. When you have enough time here, and then start the downswing instead of rushing. When you rush, then you always use your arms.
Right.
Yeah. Before your body is ready, then you have to come down. So the only way you can do it that is using your arms. Yes. Again. Yes. Oh, look at that. Now even you are putting more effort in there. It's getting faster. So again, yeah, stage 3, and then let the club go a bit more at the top.
And here? Like this.
So what happens is when you limit this, then you typically keep the right arm right here. You don't let it go any further. But if you move the hands a bit higher, naturally this will go a bit more. Oh, the swing looks pretty. Yeah, it's flowing really well. I am surprised. compared to your initial motion.
Yeah, most improved.
And now it's a heaven and earth difference. So again, now just to give a bit more range of motion, and then particularly during the trigger motion, have more active trigger. So let it go, and then using this motion, you should have this active backswing.
Now by more active.
It should be, yeah, it's a more rigorous motion with the body, yeah.
More hip turn. And
no, you don't have to. I think you have enough turn with this motion, but it's just a matter of speed and more rhythmic motion now. Instead of just the turning here, you need to develop rhythm. So here, up, up, up.
Up, up.
Oh, look at this, okay. And then again, the key is a good wind up during the backswing and then letting the club go a bit more, right?
Yeah, I guess because I was always fearful of losing control of it.
So, yeah. That's typically, what the golfers go through. But as long as you have a reasonable time up here, unless you rush, then that should be okay. What happens is, as you go up here and then you try to change the direction, then the club moves, out of the plane. Right. But you give enough time here, and then let it go. Then you should not have that problem. So.
I'm not consciously thinking about any of that motion. The only thing I'm really worried about is trying to get to here.
Yeah, in your case, interestingly, as soon as you change the grip and then start keeping the hands close to your body, the whole motion pattern changed. It's perfect. So again, good active trigger with that active backswing. Let it go. Yeah. Oh, look at that. And then, so really.
You may have to You put a ball up there, you may have to buy a new ball.
When you want to swing really hard, then it should come from the wind-up. So if you have good wind-up here, automatically this will go fast. So instead of trying to put a lot of effort here, just to try to put in the opposite direction, effort in the opposite direction.
You know, I was watching one of your things where you had the bands, and when I was just doing this, consciously remember to do that. When I take the club away, I kind of do this, so it kind of helps.
Yeah.
But I'm not, again, I'm not.
Your lower body posture is actually really good in terms of where you are, but now you have to have more active motion with that. So surprisingly, again, as I said, surprisingly, your motion looks really nice. I like it. So all you need to do is just increase the level of effort in the trigger using that good backswing and then let it go. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really feel different.
Yeah. So now what we'll do is add more lateral motion. So during the backswing, don't be afraid of shifting the body that way. Okay?
My lower body.
Yeah, yeah. So throw here, shift the body here, then you will be able to recenter it anyways. So because we have a wide stance here, when you have a continuous motion here, then you will never lose the control. Always you keep the body within the controllable area. So no need to worry about going too far. Okay?
With my hips. So
yeah.
So I would basically be going from here to here or more.
So that motion should come from when you start the shift motion here.
Right.
So go here, right. And then when you shift, let's give more shift here, this way. And then as you turn, now you're already pushing the ground outward and you try to control that motion. So as you start the shift motion, try to give more shift motion. Then automatically you have more shift motion this way. And don't be afraid of going too far out. Okay? Just trust me, and after the trigger, try to shift more. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. Yeah. So it's just a matter of not restricting your body. Oftentimes, because of fear of losing the ball, this impact, so we tend to limit the motion.
Right.
But first, we need to unleash everything so that use more mobility. And then with that pattern, we will try to improve the impact.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So again, try to give more shift away. Don't be afraid of shifting away.
One more shift away. We basically want to get way over here.
Yeah. And then if it's a static posture, and then when you shift away, then it will look like this. But because this is dynamic motion, continuous motion, you have to change the direction, right? So you will not let the pelvis go too far. Automatically, you will control this.
So I'm basically pushing like this.
So just again, pay attention to the initial portion here. If you shift initially here, then automatically you will push your body back.
So it would be.
Yeah. So make it just continuous. So just to give a bit more shift motion. Don't be afraid of shifting. Again.
Better?
So I'll record this. Ready, go. Ready, go.
Am I still your A student?
Look at this, how smooth the motion is. Yeah.
I can't believe how fast the club head is moving, and I'm not really
Yeah, look at this. Now, the direction of the swing plane is also adjusted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really,
I can see it.
really, now let's focus on keeping a bit more wrist motion. So now try to intentionally use the wrist. So toward the end of the backswing, give wrist motion here. And on the way down, give wrist motion.
Okay.
So we can also do the same thing. During the trigger motion, give a little bit of wrist motion here. And then bring it back and the wrist motion here. And on the way down, give wrist motion here.
So yeah, I think one of my problems that I've seen before is when I would take it to the top, my wrist action would be like this. And that just feels, I guess, or like this.
So let's...
Instead of like this.
No, that's bad. Actually, this is bad.
That's bad.
When you have excessive dorsiflexion, this causes trouble. It limits the range of motion.
Oh, okay.
It limits the wrist cut. So try to have more neutral position. The bottom line is use the momentum of the club during the backswing and then try to give enough motion.
So when it gets back here, it should be...
Yeah, let it go, let it go. Okay. Yes.
That felt really different.
Because you are not rushing, then that enough rotation will actually keep a more range of motion.
Well, I can really get the sense of speed down here, but I don't feel like I'm speeding.
So no need to move the body a lot, and then you're not really now going this way, but rather because of this motion here, you also go to this position. Then let it go a bit higher. Then with that add wrist motion, then you will have more speed, and then no need to move the body a lot.
So my hands should be going a little bit higher like this?
Yes. So keep more...
So for me to be a continuous motion, this, in order for it to get steep here, I got to go steep here. Because if I'm flat here,
Right. So the whole thing is one piece motion. Right. So by controlling this, you will be able to control this and then this here.
Yeah,
so if necessary, you will make adjustment here in the trigger motion. That will affect the backswing. Backswing will affect the downswing.
Yeah, so if I'm high here like a pendulum.
Exactly. Yeah, and then try to give more motion here. Yeah. And they use the index finger a bit longer, make it a bit longer. Yeah.
It can't go any longer.
Yeah, that will give you a more easier control of the club.
The longer you mean about like this?
This is good. Instead of holding it like this.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, a bit more. We'll go a bit more. Still, you are putting a lot of effort in the downswing, but the effort should be more in the backswing. Yeah, try to just have more wind up. Let's see, more wind up, and then let the club go more. Yes, I like that. Yeah. Okay. Still, bring the hands a bit higher, and then let the club go a bit more. Yeah.
For higher, we want here.
Yeah, and then drop the club head a bit more. Really, you need to use all the range of motions available in the back. Yes. And then again, remember, during the backswing, try to shift the pelvis more. Don't be afraid of shifting. And then so shift more, and then also let the club go more. If you can do those two things, then I will graduate you, okay? Yes. And go a bit more. So you're still restricting the pelvis motion.
So I'm just doing this.
You're not going that far.
Really? By restricting my pelvis, are you talking about the lateral movement or the rotation?
Lateral motion.
The lateral.
More lateral motion and then turn.
So
it should be, you have to no, that's a static posture, but in dynamic situation, you are not going to that posture. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that, okay? Just as you move back and forth, for example, you can certainly move like this, but or you can have a more motion like this. You can add the more lateral motion. So don't be afraid of adding the lateral motion. Yes. So as if when you go to a backswing, as if you are pulling a rope. Okay? Go up here and then you're pulling a rope. Then in order to pull it, you have to shift back that way. Right? So try to move the pelvis more. Yeah. Yeah. So at the beginning of the shift motion, try to shift first more and then just turn around.
So it would be.
Oh, that's a bit too much, but just keep it moving continuously. Go here and shift the whole thing, shift the whole body. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So now make it more rigorous here, and then make it more rigorous in the backswing. Yes. Then when you have a good flow here, you don't have to worry about anything here. You just give enough turn here and then let it go.
I guess when I do this, I really feel the weight on the outside of my foot.
Not really. If you push it correctly, then you have to use the whole foot. Okay. If your instep leaves the ground, that means you are moving the right hip backward too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So really, you really have to stand on the right side. Yeah. Okay. So you have to really have a loading on the right side, and then this will move slightly backward. So you have a good interaction with the ground through the whole foot here. But if you try to turn too much, then the instep leaves the ground. Yeah. So try to really stand on the right side during the backswing. Yeah.
Yeah. So that feels really different.
Yeah. Then you will feel tension here in the hip muscles. Yeah. Yes.
It's more.
So that way you will be able to push the ground better. That will give you this motion.
I guess like everyone else that you see there, they try to go here. Right?
So instead, you just stand on the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then turn around.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah. So it's okay to let the body shift more. Okay. So give more shift and also more club motion. And they have enough time, and then let it go. The trigger, try to turn this way more. Bring the hands a bit more this way, and then you cock the wrist like this.
Okay, I
yeah.
got it. So
Yes.
yeah, so, I was raising the club with my hand.
Yeah.
And not my wrist.
Yeah. So imagine you have a swing plane here,
right.
So along which the club will move. So if you maintain this motion, it will go here, right? And then when you bring it up, and it will go here. So imagine this swing plane, then it will be a bit easier.
So when I get to here, I want to do this.
Okay, then now swing with a good trigger and the active backswing with a good shift and then more club motion.
I come up, or is that?
And then also on the way down, you tend to open the chest a bit earlier. So you're swinging like this.
Okay.
You have to keep it closed. So when we shift away and then turn, and then now the shoulders are closed. With this, shift backward, and then turn around. Yeah. Yeah, again, on the way down, try to keep your back toward the target. So delay opening of the chest a little bit. So this is kind of sequential approach. So we try to add more lateral motion.
Right.
And with when you have good recentering and keep it closed toward the target, and then swing like this. So what happens is, on the way down, you tend to hit this area first here.
Right.
That means that this is too low here. So you have to adjust to this. So if this is the swing plane here, if you go low too low here, it comes down and then hit this area, and then start moving up. Then even here you may lose the good contact here. Right. So then you have to adjust the whole thing slightly here. Instead of letting the right side drop, keep it a bit higher here. They bring the club this way, so that you avoid hitting this area here. And also, one way to fix that problem is using your wrist more. So if on the way down, you keep the club a bit close to your body, later add this wrist motion, then you have a less chance of hitting the ground back here. But if you just the whole thing, drop it, then it hits the ground there. So you have your hand should lead the club. Now let's practice this. So when you do the downswing, from here, instead of just turning here, try to shift this way and then swing. Try to shift it this way more and then swing, turn around.
I'm not shifting that way, am I?
No.
Not near enough.
So that's why you tend to drop it this way. But if you shift it this way, you cannot drop at the same time. So in order to shift it this way more, then you have to have a good shift away. Again, during the trigger motion, try to keep the hands closer. And then keep a more wrist cut. You are lifting the hands up, so keep it close to your body, and then use the shoulder turn. Yeah, when this happens, you cannot go really flat here because the hands are here, and then try to bring. If the hands go a bit higher, it's easy to bring it flat.
From here.
So again, relax the wrist and the arm, and just to try to feel the motion of the club head. It's really club head motion that you need to pay attention to. In order to move the club head like this, then how you need to move the body. So this is the motion you want to generate here, right here. This motion here. Bring it back, swing.
Yeah, I'm not too good at this wrist thing, am I?
So always, if you pay attention to the motion of the club head, then you will be able to adjust things. Now, right now here, you're starting from low here, low. And then just to try to flip here. Instead, this turn. Remember, keep the hand, yeah. In order to do that, then during the backswing, you have to go a bit higher. Go a bit higher and then come down low. Intentionally. No, this time you again lifted the club this way. Let it go along this plane here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then during the backswing, let's keep, in the trigger motion, let's keep the hands a bit lower. There, yeah. Then from here, if you start the backswing, let it go, then you have to go a bit higher here. Higher here.
Okay.
And then also come down low here. So bring the hands more this way. Then you will not be able to throw the club head that way. So start from here. So during the trigger motion, bring this more inward. And then from there, if you start the backswing, you have to go a bit higher here.
So do I keep my hands like this?
And then go higher up. Yes. But anyways, now, okay, so let's make it simple. Again, forget about all these things. All you need to do is just to shift the body more laterally and then feel the overall flow. So good trigger and then active backswing, good wind up, and then give more club motion, and then let it go. Give more wrist motion. More. Your hands are about here. Bring the hands higher. Move the hands higher during the backswing, and then let the club head drop a bit more. Yeah. Like that. Yes. This time the backswing was smaller. You limited it.
I didn't turn or...
No. You have to bring the hands a bit higher and then let the club head go.
I really got to get used to this.
Yes. Use all the mobility allowed it. You have to use more range of motion there. That's better. It was a bit horizontal. So this time, give me more motion by using reverse pivot posture here. So as you go back here, try to gaze the ball over your left shoulder using the peripheral vision, like this. Okay. Then when you go to this reverse pivot posture, then you'll be able to go a bit more. Naturally, you'll be able to bring the hands a bit higher. So try to have reverse pivot posture at the top of action. Again.
Well, I really got to work on getting those hands up.
Yeah, your right arm is stopping here. Yeah, you have a right arm dominant pattern here, so you don't let go any further. But if you bring the right arm intentionally a bit higher, then that should be okay.
So this is some keeping us to
yeah. That, and then slight dorsiflexion. That this will limit the range of motion of the club. And again, as we get old, we lose strength. That means we have to use more range of motion to compensate that. So there's no reason to limit it, unless it is completely out of control. But in your case, I don't think you will lose the control. So, and also instead of try to just hit hard here, just image that the whole motion is one piece motion here and then swing. This motion is building the speed up. It is a one motion, continuous motion.
Okay.
Instead of trying to just view.
But I guess I'm keeping this arm too tight here instead of letting it.
Yeah. So what happens is if you image the swing as a continuous motion, go here, bring up here, and then swing. If this is a one piece, then there's no reason to hold it here and then try to hit hard with the the arms in the downswing, right? So make everything continuous, bring it up here and then let it go. Throw, bring it back and then let it go. Keep pay attention to the club head motion. Make the club head move smoothly and fast enough.
I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, so when you feel the club head motion, then what happens is, let me hold this. So when you feel the club head motion here, even at the top, you will be able to use the wrist and then promote this motion. Feel this motion. Feel this motion here. By using the wrist here, try to really feel the motion of the club head. Give more motion. Let it go all the way. And then the reverse pivot posture at the top. Reverse pivot. Move your pelvis more away. Move your pelvis more away this way. Mm-hmm. Yes, now with this swing, overall the flow is a lot better. So you are keeping more room. Okay.
Yeah, with me feeling like this arm is.
So this is something you have to practice a lot.
Yeah.
So it won't happen in just a one hour period. But so from now on, when you practice, you have to work on the cleaved motion here, feeling the cleaved motion, using the momentum, let it go here. With the momentum, let it go here. Instead of try to hold the right arm here.
Yeah, okay. That's a totally different feel. So it's.
Yes. So when you let the cleaved go, then you naturally go to that position.
That feels like my right arm. It's so
that posture was really good. So again, do it again. Yes. So in your image now, the target position for the backswing is the horizontal club position here. Right. Then with the momentum, it will actually go a bit more. So if you image that you are going to bring the club about this high here, then it will go a bit more. So let's see. So you always should have a good image of your swing motion. This time you use the arms here.
Really?
Yeah, this is good.
I can feel it.
And also, on the way down, try to let the club head go more out this way, while still you're keeping your hands close to your body. Instead of bring it down here, let the club head go more out.
Like this?
Yeah. Then you'll be able to turn your wrist. Yeah. Yeah, it's always it's about the cleaved motion, right? So again, stage 3, good trigger, and then active backswing. Try to give more shift. Yeah, so from the beginning, let me record this. Oh, is that just assume that your initial setup posture. Let me just take a still picture here. Okay. From the beginning, your pelvis is shifted that way. The spine is leaning away from the target. Your pelvis is slightly shifted this way here. Right. So from here, you can shift the pelvis this way good, but on the way back, you don't. So try to have a more balanced posture. So try to come up with a more upright body posture instead of leaning this way.
Okay.
So from here, your goal is to go to this posture here, right? And during the backswing, also give me this posture here. So currently, you have a tendency of shifting pelvis this way more, right, but not that well this way here. So from here, if you can shift it this way, this much, then give me something similar this way here.
Okay.
And then returning, recentering, and then let it go here. So only when you have good pelvic shift and then recentering, good pelvic shift and then recentering, and then let it go.
I guess because I was always taught that with my driver to kind of have that K look.
Yeah, so you always align initially like this and draw the line. This is typical, instruction. They draw lines and then this angle here. But actually, when you start from here, it's easy to go this way. But then, if you're only going this way, by keeping the spine leaning away, then it'll automatically limit the pelvis motion. This is a sort of a misconception in my perspective. So from here, if you went this way, then also try to keep more pelvis motion here so that you can use the right leg, the downswing.
Don't do this, just kind of be a little bit more movable with everything, correct?
And then during the backswing, move the pelvis more. You should really be able to stand on the right side here during the backswing. And what will help is lift your left heel a little bit during the backswing. So go here and during the backswing, try to lift your left heel.
Want me to do the trigger motion?
Trigger and then during the backswing, lift your left heel. Yeah. So that will help. Lift your left heel. Okay, make it continuous.
I'm still not.
And also during the downswing, something is bothering me. Your finish posture here. You are swinging here, but you are not really letting the weight moving this way. So swing and then try to stand on the left side.
Okay.
And then in this posture here. Turn the pelvis more this way. And then swing and completely stand on the left side. Instead of swing here.
I'm not staying
too much on that side. Yeah. Yeah. So after finishing the swing, try to stand on the left side. Like that. Yes, that's a lot more natural here. It looks a lot more natural. Yes. So now, when this happens, you can do the same thing for the backswing. You can stand on the right side more, and then stand on the left side more.
And when I get back here and I really feel like I'm pushing this into the ground, that's
yeah, that finished position is a lot better. So yeah, so shift more, and particularly during the backswing, lift your left heel, and then in the downswing, lift your right heel. Okay? And make it continuous. Yes. And so after finishing the swing, you have to stand on the left side. Good support from the left leg. Yes.
right there up in studio.
That studio is okay, but your club head. Okay, let me record this. So give me good shift this way, and then backswing, lift your left heel, right? And then also on the way down, after swing, stand on the left side. Okay. All right. Ready, go. Ready, go. So in this one, still you have weight on this side here. Right. So you are reluctant to go this way.
See, that's that old setup.
Now you are standing on this side more. So this looks a better finish. Yeah, so make sure you shift it that way enough so that you can stand on the left side.
So on my back swing, I need to get to here so I can do this.
And then loading onto the left side and then let it go.
So here it's...
Yeah. Because in your original swing, you lowered this side and then tried to swing this way. So you didn't need to shift the body that way much. So swing and finish like this. So this was staying there. But now, shifting this way more, put more weight on this side, and then let it go and then stand on the left side. So that will give you more shift, lateral shift.
So on my takeaway here, I want to push with this leg here.
Yeah.
And then I want to push with this leg while pushing with this leg.
Yeah, so again, just a good flow. So make everything continuous. Again, the trigger motion will set the foundation for good backswing. The good backswing will give you good downswing. So no need to worry about the downswing. Just more focus on the backswing part. Give good shift and then turn and then keep enough club motion. Still, you can let the arms, right arm go a bit more.
Oh, higher?
Yes, that's better. That's better.
Well, it felt like they were way up there near the ceiling.
Yep, so I will record this. Okay, ready, go. Yeah, still the trigger can be a bit stronger, but the backswing height was reasonable. Okay. Ready, go. Yep. Now, let's move on to your regular swing.
Okay.
In your regular swing, always use stage 3 as your pre-shot routine. Okay. So feel the rhythm, and then go to the ball, and then try to utilize the feel. Okay. So let's see how you can do this. So again, stage 3 first, and then your regular swing. And between stage 3 and your regular swing, do not give too much time. Then you forget, you lose the feel. So bring the hands down. Bring the hands down more. And then this trigger, yeah, the finger, and then.
Boy, my hands feel so low. That is so different. Here, huh?
Yeah. And then go to the ball. So approach it to the ball. Not as if there is a ball there. Now you are kicking the left leg a lot better, and you are standing on the left side a lot better. But still, in the backswing, you are bringing the club backward too much. Yeah.
Backwards.
Yeah.
So by backwards, you mean here?
Yeah.
Instead.
It's going too flat. So again, stage 3. Stage 3. And then regular swing. Yeah, it's better, it's better. Now you are starting with the initial shift. So that makes a lot of things different.
Yeah.
So again, stage 3 and regular swing. It's a matter of repeating the drills. Yes. Yeah. So always, this will be your homework. So from now on, always mix stage 3 and your regular swing, and try to take advantage of the rhythm you developed in the stage 3 in your regular swing.
Right.
Let me record this. So stage 3, followed by your regular swing. Okay, ready, go. And then give bigger motion, backswing. And then give bigger motion, backswing. Ready, go. No. Stage 3 and your regular swing. Yeah. So ready, go. And then your regular swing. So I only recorded the regular swing part, okay. But this was your initial swing?
Yeah, no, I saw that. I was hoping that was it.
You see, now the motion is a lot more balanced. You're not leaning this way.
Yeah.
You're not coming this way.
Right.
And then, so you go here and then just to use the arms.
Yeah, that was flat. That's the old one, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to see how high my...
Now you see the hands are going a lot higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the natural change we induced today by using the step drills.
Right.
So from now on, let's do a stage 3 and your regular swing again.
So I also got to be very conscious of where my hands, keep my hands a little bit lower, about like this, correct?
And then so I'll do the stage 3 first and then hit the ball. Okay. So stage 3 is your pre-shot routine. And then approach to the ball. Remembering that rhythm. Stand on the left side. When you finish the swing, you should be able to stand on the left side.
I can stand on the left side?
No, that will give you more leftward the swing. So again,
didn't go that way.
Yeah, so it's actually the impact was a lot better now. So the direction it was bouncing back was a lot better. Again, stage 3. Now, approach to the ball. Remembering that. Oh, look at this. So you see, the impact is a lot better than. Yeah.
That almost went through the wall.
And also, your hands are definitely going higher than your initial swing.
Yeah.
So it's certainly changing your swing. Again, stage 3, I like it. So stage 3.
It really feels free to get that.
Yep, stage 3 again as your pre-shot routine. Now it's a lot more flowing. Now let's do this. So let me adjust to something. So again, your pre-shot routine. And the approach to the ball. And then aim the heel of the club toward the ball. So in other words, move toward the ball a bit more. So use the heel of the club to address the ball. And then, you see, now it's coming back, directly back. So what happens is, on one hand, you have the tendency of, in your initial swing, you have the tendency of flat backswing. But at the same time, you try to keep the ball too far away from your body. So coming flat this way, and then the ball is too far out, definitely will hit the ball that way.
Yeah.
So try to aim the ball with the heel of the club face. Okay. Again, stage 3. Approach it to the ball. Yeah, again, it's coming back this way here. So that's something.
Good, right?
Yeah. So that's the adjustment you need to make.
Yeah.
Okay, so try to keep it a bit close to your body, and then so aim the ball with the heel part of the club. That way, you will have a lot better direction control.
Yeah.
Now I record this. No need to feel pressure, okay?
Do the space.
Stage 3 and the regular swing. I will record the whole thing. Okay. Ready, go. And then approach it to the ball. Aim it right. Go. And then approach it to the ball. Aim it right. That sounds good. Straight back.
Pretty straight.
Yep. And then here, one more. So by repeating stage 3 again and again, your flow has changed.
Yeah, and
So now you don't need to intentionally do anything.
well, I really had to consciously think about letting that arm feel like it's floating on.
Yeah, so ready, go, stage 3. And then approach it to the ball. Three. And then approach it to the ball. Oh, it almost hit me.
Sorry.
And then the bounce was really good. Yeah.
And that felt really effortless.
So this is it. This is it. So what we have done today is basically by using stage 3, we repeated the swing, right?
Right.
And with that, your swing pattern has changed.
Dramatically.
Yeah. Now you cannot go back to your old swing.
I hope you're right.
So as long as you use the stage 3 as your pre-shot routine, you'll never be able to go back. And then naturally, you tend to move your hands a bit higher. Okay, with that, and the only thing you need to adjust is the distance from the foot to the ball.
Right.
And then when you work on this, so aiming it with the heel,
Right.
now the ball is really straight, and then coming back.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you, what this feels here, feels like that.
So isn't it interesting?
Yeah.
You can, change this in what about an hour.
Yeah.
And then
Hope it sticks.
as long as you keep. So what you can do is as you repeat the stage 3 from now on, try to keep a bit bigger motion.
Right.
And then always try to use a camera or ask somebody to shoot your swing, and then constantly watch what you're doing.
Right.
And then compare with what I will post today. So always maintain good understanding of what needs to be done, and then whether you are deviating from it or whether you are sticking to it.
Right.
Always assess your swing that way. Then you'll be able to maintain that rhythm. And it's really difficult to go back to your older swing now.
Yeah. You can delete that,
No, no way. I like torturing people. This is psychological torturing. So, yeah. So now the motion is quite flowing here.
Yeah.
So no need to lean away too much, and then just using the arms. So let the club go both ways. Okay. So make sure diligently practice stage 3 again and again until you can do this without even thinking.
Yeah.
And so we've used slightly over an hour today, and then already it's changing. That means if you keep working on stage 3, then you know, you will see more changes, more permanent changes.
Right.
And then you don't have to even think about it. And then, if possible, later try to try stage 1 and 2 by adding the steps. Right. If you can take the steps, that means you can really shift the body properly.
Yeah. Now, I also purchased a rope that I've been using, but I'm not sure if I'm doing that drill right.
Let's do it now. Yep. So let's put this here.
Because I find that when I use this before I even go to the range or anything,
I hate that Ohio State color. This is Penn State blue and white. So swing back and forth. No Buckeyes here.
Try that little clash.
Yeah. Swing back and forth. Yeah, definitely in the backswing, your swing is still flat. I will record this and then I will show you. Yeah. And then repeat the motion. Instead of go here and then stop and then go here and stop, rather make it continuous motion, continuous motion.
So I need to go a little bit higher like this.
And then make the whole thing continuous. And keep the hands close to your body. Keep the hands close to your body. Swing. Keep swinging. Swing. Swing. As you repeat the swing, then you will be able to feel the motion of the rope. Feel the motion of the rope and see if the rope is moving the way you want. Okay, here. So you will see the backswing is fairly inward. And then as a result, the downswing is outward.
Okay.
See? Going inward during the backswing. So you have to adjust to this by bringing the hands a bit higher up here and then bringing it close to your body, more in this way.
So by higher, you mean kind of more here?
Yeah, yeah. It's a bit too high, but so if you let it go about this high,
okay.
All you need is just bring this right arm a bit higher. Currently, you try to keep it here, but if you let the right elbow move a bit slightly higher here, then this will give you perfect position. Okay. From there, as you come down here, keep the hands close to your body so that hands can come in this way. Okay? So again, toward the camera. Swing. And during the downswing, turn more. You should be able to stand on the left side. Still on the way down, you're going quite out. So if you, again, it's not about what your body wants to do. If your goal is to move the rope the way you want, let's say this is the rope motion you want to generate, then you really have to move the whole body to give you this motion. If you want to align the motion of the rope toward the target, right? Then you have to really generate that motion by adjusting the body motion and the arm motion here, instead of just repeating the same thing that you normally do. So you really have to pay attention to the rope motion. Manipulate or adjust the body motion, and then try to come up with the rope motion you want. The rope should go, let's draw the rope more outward and then turn this way to make it a bit flatter, and then turn the whole plane more this way. Turn more this way, turn more this way. Yes. Yes. That's, you see, now you're turning a lot more, right? Yeah. That's what you need. With that, you will be able to actually stand on the left side. Yeah, before that, you are simply letting the rope go that way, right? Yeah. But now you can turn this way. Yeah. The direction changes completely. Yeah, yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I can feel.
That's what's important. Yeah. Now, when you turn your body more, then you're definitely standing on the left side.
Okay.
So this is something you need to work on.
Right.
So use the rope swing diligently,
Right.
and then try to practice the reorienting the motion of the rope, particularly turning this way more.
Yeah, that
Turn this way.
Turning left is.
So you generally, in your system currently, everything is more geared toward going flat this way and then try to bring everything out.
Right.
Out. But now, now you already felt it. So once you feel this motion, if in order to go this way, then it's easier to keep the hands a bit higher here, then you can go this way easier. If you go far back here, it's hard to turn. That way you can adjust the motion. Show me again. So this time you are trying to swing the rope more this way, right?
I want about here.
Yeah. Yes. Then adjust the hand position a little bit during the backswing. Yeah. Now you are rotating your body more. This is it. This is it. Do you have this rope?
I do.
Then
I have it. Mine's scarlet and gray.
Yeah, but so again, it's just a matter of practicing.
Yeah.
But now you know what to do.
Right.
So with the club and with the rope, and the goal is to guide the club and rope the way you want. Then gradually, as you repeat the swing, you have to adjust. You have to make global adjustments, like the direction. And one in the downswing, by turning more this way, you will be able to bring the club and the rope more this way, right?
Right.
Then it will be easier to bring the hands a bit this high here. So the easiest way is just to relax. Do not try to force the motion of the club. Easy, and then let the club move here. And if this is the direction the club head should move, okay? And then both hands swing, swing, swing. So in order to make this motion smooth, then see where your hands should be here. It's here instead of here. So this habit is really bad. Try to bring the arm close to your body here.
Yeah.
Instead, you have to let it go a little bit. But sometimes you practice swing too much with the towel under your armpit, then you always go to this position. This is to prevent excessive motion of the right arm. But if you do this too much, then again you are limiting this motion. So you're going the opposite.
I gotta get the
Yeah. So you can have the right upper arm reasonably, horizontal, aligned more horizontally, instead of keeping it like this. So this causes all the problem here. But if you let it go slightly higher, then you have a lot better hand position. From there, you can bring the...
Yeah, and it feels like I got a lot more time up top.
Yeah. If you just go here, and then the only thing you can do is using the arms, then you rush. But you let it go a bit higher. Also, with this motion, it's easier to have a reverse pivot posture here. From here, let it go.
So just a couple of things that you've changed dramatically for me was the hand position. So I want to make sure that my hands are a little bit lower here.
Yeah.
And then instead of getting up to the tee shot where I was generally doing this, I should be a little bit
You can have a more balanced posture from the beginning.
and then put the ball about right there.
Yeah.
And then when I turn here,
Yeah, that's really good. So when you have a little bit, when you align the upper arm more horizontally, then you have a really good posture.
Yeah.
But if you keep it here, then you're turning flat. Okay, so those things, always be conscious for a while, and then practice. And then particularly focus on the flow here. When you practice practice stage 3 a lot, with the good speed here, you'll never be able to do this because of the momentum. And you try to fight this momentum will be hard. So naturally, you will let it go higher. So use the speed to address that. Yes. So when you have good speed, then automatically you'll go here. So then you don't have to.
yeah, that feels like it's.
Yeah. So always respect the inertia of the club, and then use the momentum to generate the right posture. Okay?
Will do.